so many good things happening on Main Street and downtowns across the Magnolia State. So today we're highlighting what's happening downtown this weekend. It is brought to you by the Mississippi Main Street Association. Don't forget, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events. We hope you all got out and enjoyed some fireworks that your Main Streets and other associations put on this past couple of weeks. But now we're still moving into summer, and there's still plenty of things for you to get out and enjoy and do. And first off, we're going to start with Booneville. You guys have a wonderful Grow at the Depot event coming up, and Lori Tucker is joining us to tell us a little bit more. Hey, Lori.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Well, happy belated 4th of July. Was there wonderful fireworks and things that went down in Booneville over the weekend?
We had a great 4th of July here in historic downtown Booneville. We had, of course, our annual 4th of July parade, and then along with our fireworks last night, it was a great day.
And then it just keeps trucking on, right, Lori? Then on to the next event. That's what our busy Main Street associations do so well. And you guys have something coming up this weekend. What's happening?
Yes, let me tell you just a little bit about our Grow at the Depot, our farmers market event. It kicks off this Saturday, and that is July the 8th. We'll start at 7 a.m. right here at the green space at the back of the depot. We'll have growers and vendors set up there, and our hours will be 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. And normally that's every second Saturday, July through October.
Well, it sounds like something fun to get out and sort of enjoy. I mean, most folks right now are either having a plentiful bounty in their garden, or their garden was like mine and was pretty to look at, but didn't really produce much. So you still want to.
That's exactly right. Right now, we've got a lot of growers that have corn, fresh corn. We do have cucumber, squash. I would say snap beans and also tomatoes. Now, tomatoes this year are hit or miss, like you said. Most of the gardens, they're coming in later, so that's why we did not kick off our farmers market until July. Last year, we did start in June, and we just did not have a lot that was ready to come out of the garden. But this year, we're hoping for a big turnout.
Well, and that helps farmers too. When we get out and support our local farmers markets or the events sort of around them, then that tells the farmer that they can plant more the next year, expand their operations, and so it's all sort of a good thing too. And then everything kind of keeps growing. Hot pun intended. Will the farmers be all from Booneville, or will they be coming from different areas?
Actually, we have probably a radius of 30 to 40 miles that the farmers come from countywide, and this is no charge to them. All we want is participation, so they are more than welcome to come and set up for free. We still have spaces, and we encourage all of our growers to contact us, and we will hold you a space. All we're looking for is to encourage healthier lifestyle, healthier eating, and also just to let our young people know that these fruits and vegetables made here locally, you're supporting our local growers, but you're also teaching them great nutrition and actually just great ways to prepare healthy meals.
And then you also have your arts and crafts. So those are your creative types, your artists, local artists, or people who like to create things to sell. They have the opportunity to show their works and service as well. So will that be like picture frames, or what other kind of arts and crafts can people expect to grow at the depot?
Yeah, Rebecca, we have a couple of vendors that are doing birdhouses, yard art, which is your metal yard signs. You also will have some that do the bottle trees and things like that. So anything that you would consider that it's outdoor yard art. Has a couple of vendors that also do jams and jellies and homemade breads as well.
Oh, you can't go wrong with jams and jellies and the homemade breads. That's usually the most favorite thing. So it starts at 7, it ends at 11, so it won't be too hot. So get out and do your shopping sort of early. And if folks are wondering maybe where on the Mississippi map is Booneville, how do you give Mississippi directions to get there?
Sure, we are in between Tupelo and Corinth. So I always tell people we are 15 miles north of Tupelo, and we're right there off of 45. You can't miss it. We have a beautiful historic corridor gateway that brings you right to the downtown, and we're hoping people will just travel north on 45 and come to Booneville on Saturday.
And get your fresh fruits and vegetables, pick up something memorable, and have a good time. Well, Lori, you're always welcome back. Are there any other big events in Booneville happening before the summer's over with that you'd like to share for us to put on our calendar?
We have just ended our downtown movie series, but we're hoping to bring it back in the fall because we did have a couple of rainout dates. But right now we're focusing just on the farmers market, and then as the temps drop, we're hoping to bring our movies back in the fall.
Oh, sounds like a good time. Well, you'll have to let us know when that happens. Lori, we appreciate your time here on Good Things Today. Is there anywhere they can go to stay up to date on all the things going on in Booneville?
Most definitely. If they would go to our website, it is visitbooneville.com. We have our calendar of events updated on that website, or they can contact us here directly at the Main Street office. That number is 662-416-9278.
All righty, there you go. Well, I appreciate your time, Lori, and hope you have a great turnout for your event.
Thank you, and thank you for all you do for our Main Street communities.
Well, I appreciate that. And then you can also head on over to Corinth for the 36th Annual Slug Burger Festival for 2023 and cruise in, which sounds like a really good time. This is actually going to kick off on Thursday. There's going to be a carnival from 5 to 10 p.m. on Thursday, and then you're also going to have a carnival from 5 to 10 p.m. On Friday. You're also going to have some bands and music going on then. And the carnival just keeps happening on Saturday from 2 to 6. And then also on Sunday, you've got the Miss Slug Burger Pageant. If that is not a crown you want to be able to wear, or at least say that you tried or saw the pageant, it sounds like a really good time. So that's the 36th Annual Slug Burger Festival that's going to be happening in downtown Corinth from July 6th through the 9th. If you want more information on that, you can find it on their Facebook page. Just look up Slug Burger Festival. I guarantee you it's the only one out there. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rhino, but Corinth is the home of the Slug Burger. If someone's heard of the Slug Burger, say that 5 times fast. All these twisters today on the most Monday-est Wednesday ever. How do you describe it?
It's a traditional Southern delicacy that was born out of desperation. It has its roots in, if I'm not mistaken, the Depression and a poorer time when you had to make your proteins stretch a little farther than normal. So it's a patty with meat that has been adulterated a bit with flour, oats. There's a couple different variations of it, but you're basically making a patty with meat that's going to fill you up and give you protein, but it's not going to use the whole chunk of ground beef.
Does it have its own distinct flavor? Have you ever had one? I'm assuming you've had one. Does it have its own distinct flavor?
Definitely. And it's not an acquired taste, but if you're expecting a hamburger, it's going to be different. And if you're expecting one of those strange veggie patties, it's miles better than those.
So somewhere in between, Jeff and Grenada said it's soy, flour, and pork patty is how they sort of make it. But they own it. Like Corinth created it. It's a Slug Burger. They've created a festival out of it for the last, 3, almost 4 decades. And so it should be something you at least put on your to-do list at least once. And say you did it, right? It's kind of like the pig ear burger or the pig ear sandwich here in the metro area. You need to add that to your to-do list at least once to say that you had. You also need to add msmainstreet.com/calendar to your browser if you're looking for something fun to do in your area. There's always something going on, and our Main Street associations are working hard to keep the fun entertainment in your local communities going throughout this, I guess, back half. Can you call it the back half of summer? But summer just officially started like 2 weeks ago. How long is summer? How long did they say until August? Like does Labor Day end summer?
Usually it's in September.
So it at least September would be, Labor Day would be at the beginning of September. You can start wearing your Uggs after Labor Day.
Yeah, the last day of summer 2023 will be Saturday, September 23rd.
And then we'll start to talk about fall events, which would be a little bit cooler and I'm sure welcomed by us all. But right now, we still need to get out and support our msmainstreet.com/calendar events and stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.